Okay. It's another day, and today we are here to discuss a bit about a device which I bumped into when I was walking around, and I say, okay, it is worth to just check and remind ourselves what is this. Actually, before that, remember those days we used to say, okay, we are receiving broadcasting stations in the form of analog. Remember those days, huh? And yeah, you just have your TV set, you hook up antenna, you just start to search TV, and then channel number 1, channel number 2, that's it. You didn't want any receiver, you didn't want any decoder, you didn't want any credit card like smart card to view. You didn't even pay by then. Remember those days? Early 2000, go back to 90s. That was analog era. So today, what I'm trying to see, or what I've been trying to together to look at, as I said, I just bump into one device called amplifier. This device is among device or modules used by then, before that phase out of analog to that migration from analog to digital. So that device is used in the transmission side, and I say, okay, let's have a look today and how it was made, what is inside. As you know, every time we meet here, we either talk about technology, either talk about what is happening in the industry, or devices or piece of equipment. We just salvage and remove everything and see what exactly going on inside, right? So today we're going to see one device called RF television power amplifier. So it's used as a means of transmit TV signal in analog form. By then you're receiving TV signal in analog fashion way before migration. So let's see what exactly is in the device and how does it look like. There are many models depending on the vendors, depending on people who manufacture it. So, but the principle remains the same. You have so many gadgets, but today we're going to look only one. How does it look? Look like this. Okay, so this is a device. Here is a heavy, like couple of tens of kg. So this is just a one module, and the properties is this: you have TV signal, you put it into your transmitter or exciter feed power amplifier, and then power amplifier boost to the antenna, and then the antenna radiate electromagnetic waves toward your TV, and then you start searching your TV. Oh, I get here in Tanzania, you get ITV, TBC, blah, blah. By then it was TVT, not ITV. Okay, so this is it. This is the device itself. This is how it looks from the front. This is just a front view, and we're gonna go into details. So this is just one equipment, and let's assume this one is give out 500 watts, just a standard. It not necessary 500 watt. It could be 400 watt, 230, or 800 watts. And not only that, you can find that one with other equipment, as I said before, transmitters, like exciters, some protectors, and all of this. So it's a technology which use LDMOS technology, which is literally diffuse metal oxide semiconductor. We'll go later into details about that. It's just a piece of technology which use MOSFET transistor, which is high technology transistor for high efficiency. Okay, and without spending so much time there, so you can see this is 19U rack, and there are 4 here. As you can see, there is 1 here, 2, 3, 4. As I said, let's assume one is 500 watts. So 500 watt times 4, you get 2000 watts In other words, we can say 2 kilowatts. Okay, yeah, and it's a 19U rack, and yeah, we're gonna see what exactly down there. Actually, as I can repeat here, this power amplifier, it comprises of several things. This model is ETL0470, and it's a technology which broadcasting TV signal in the UHF band, ultra high frequency band, and it utilizes the class AB amplifier. So in one module you can have 4 pieces of amplifier. One is a driver, okay, and 3 is a exactly power amplifier themselves. Like the first one is like a driver, it's a buff amplifier. We're gonna open up. I'm expecting to see those things inside the amplifier itself. We're gonna open up and see inside, and yeah, so buff amplifier, another 4 modules like final amplifiers, we're gonna see them, and also we can see the protection modules and power supplies. Normally you cannot run the power amplifier without power supply. So let's see, and yeah, let's see, let's quick. So as I said, this is 19U rack. You can find in the transmission facility and other gadgets there. And from the back of this rack we can see it is look like this. What is going on here? I can see bunch of bigger fan just for cooling. Very important, because these PA or power amplifiers, they get so hot, mind you, they get very hot, so it needs cooling. And I can see some other heat sink down there, and yeah, so let's go and check from inside. But the overall, this is one of a piece of equipment used in analog broadcasting technology, and later on I'll find the best. I'll try my level best to find the digital power amplifier, and let's see comparison, right? It's good to compare. So let's go and check inside what exactly it is, and we'll come up and finalize this one.
Yes, so this is it. This is it, the power amplifier, TV power amplifier, ETL0470. That is UHF. Actually, that's the model number, but it represents UHF band, which start from 472 8020 or something, or 8060 megahertz. Yeah, it looks old, right? Yeah, it's old. It's a product from Eurotel. I guess it's Italy or somewhere. So this is our product. As you can see, look a bit old, but yeah, not bad. Let's open up and see how does it look from the behind. So this is this is 500 watts output. Where's the output? Is here. You get a 500 watts out there, and the power input is there, which normally is 250 from our country, Tanzania. And yeah, we have other plugs here for monitoring and configuration. And the power input is normally around 2 watts to 4 watts from transmitter itself, like exciter. Yep. And we'll see some other plugs here. So let's open up inside and see what exactly this magnificent piece of engineering comprise of. Okay. All right. Let's go and open. Let's go and open up this. Okay. Okay, good. So who are you? Yeah. 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 There we go. There we go, baby. Yeah. Whoa. Let's see what is inside here. Seems there are a bunch of stuff. Seems there are a bunch of stuff. Even though it looks a little bit dirty. I mean, rats were living here, I guess. Rats were living here. See? This is something, man. Rats were living here. Yeah. So, yeah, we have a bunch of filters here, I can see. Output filters are here. We have these toroids are exactly that bandpass filter, those ones. And we have rectifiers down here. Yeah, I see a bunch of rectifiers here. Yep. And what else? Yeah, we have these MOSFET here, transistors. Okay, so power supply is here, guess. Yep. So yeah, power supplies. Okay. Yeah, as I said, think these rats were living inside here, I guess. So here it is. We have as you can see, we have bunch of capacitors. We have a toroidal filter kind of going on here. So, and we have rectifiers here. You see. So if there is a rectifiers here, and there is a bunch of capacitors and toroidal, I mean inductors. You see this? I'm assuming, first of all, this is straight power supply area. This is straight power supply area. And yeah, you have rectifiers here, so you must have power supply here to feed our amplifier. So this is power supply area, as you can see. Yeah, bunch of transistors. Yeah, they even name here power supply. Good. So power supply number 3, power supply number 2. Yeah, there we go. Power supply number 1. Sure. So we have 3 power supplies in this side. I don't know, I'm not sure yet how much voltage they release, and of course the VDC and the current to reach those 500 watts needed by this amplifier. Also remember, there's another downside here we need to go and look at, but right now let's see. Let's wind up here. So this is power supply area, period. We have filters, we have capacitors, we have bunch of transistors. I mean, they're even rusty, man. This thing was bust, can't work at all. Anyway, this is all technology, so I'm not assuming, I'm sure this is not needed anymore at this time. So what I can take from here, I can salvage part of material for my project. Yeah, there are free material here for my project. So the input is here. 220 goes somewhere down there. And yeah, of course 220 come here and rectified. After rectification come at filtration, and the rest is feeding the amplifier. So let's go and open the downside and see what is in this downside also. We're expecting some MOSFETs for power amplifiers. We expect some RF circuitry. I mean, a lot of inductors and all that. So let's go and check. Let's go and open the other side. This is the other side. Yes, there are a bunch of screws, man. Bunch of screws. There are a bunch of screws, man. Anyway, let's go and open up one by one and see what is exactly happening there. So remember, I said that this was power supply area. Yeah, was pure power supply area. And then we go to the other side. They even put two-sided cabinets. So we need to open up this bunch of, we're expecting some MOSFET here, power amplifiers, circuitry. Yeah, I mean, amplifier class AB, I'm expecting to see it here. And some bunch of RF inductors and circuitry. Let's go and open up one by one and see. Even though there's so many, but yeah. Good. See, all this. Actually, to make sure that the temperature, because this one is the heat sink at the same time, it's heat dissipated. So they had to put all these screws to make sure that the heat dissipation is evenly. So, yeah, this is one side. We have opened up this one section. And yeah, I see bunch of MOSFET. I wanted this for so many years. These ones. Man, these are parts of, I mean, one of the parts which are very expensive in any transmitter or power amplifier is these transistors. These MOSFET are very expensive, man, and they are very, very important part of this system. So this one, these are UHF transistors. These babies are, man, this is amazing. Anyway, this section looks neat. I was worried, man, I might find snake in here because these things look like it has not been in operation for ages. So I was worried. Yeah, this is another section. Okay, what I see in here, another bunch of transistors, RF circuit. Let's go slow one by one. So what you see here, it's an RF section. Actually, it's amplifier itself. You see this is class AB power amplifier, my friend. Okay, let's read this transistor. This is BLV 862. 862 stands for, I mean, the frequency which it operates. Sorry, these ones. You see these ones? So for UHF, or even though it's upside down, because I couldn't find, okay, the bunch of capacitors for filtration and signal stability, and if I do remember correctly, so we have these transistors here also. Okay, class AB, and yeah, these ones also. So this is the output section. This output section. So this is input, and then this is the output section. Should be somewhere here. Okay, this one. You see this one? Yeah, this is the output section. See this RF, I mean coaxial, bigger coaxial here, which is feeder is coming out here. Okay, the feeder is coming out here, and then yeah, this is output section. So the input is somewhere here. Yes, and yeah, the signal coming here. It's modulated. Of course, it has been already modulated from the modulator, which is another cabinet or piece of gadget, and then it comes here. Then from here, the signal modulated and then sent to the amplifier itself. So the amplifier, we have how many? 1, 2, 3 section. So the combiner should be somewhere here. So we have one output, this for transmitter, for amplifier, this one. We have the other one output, this, And the third one is this one, coming this section, and then these are the combiners, right? So from here, combiner number 1, combiner number 2, and then they sum it up, and then you have 1, which is going to the output here. So the output is here, to the feeder cable, to the antenna outside. So yeah, piece of complex engineering up here. I like this one. Yeah, this is it. We got a bunch of transistors. So we're gonna use these transistors, this MOSFET, to some of the projects, and let's see what we can design with it. But remember, this is UHF RF TV power amplifier, which accepts 2 watts and release 500 watts. Yeah, and it's all aluminum, man. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here, trust me. Actually, there's something I need to see here. Yeah, this is the front panel. As you can see, it has some ventilation, and you can see the heat sink inside. Okay, the RF monitoring, if you want to see your signal, how does it behave, and all this, it's happening here. You plug your meter here. This is a display to see exactly your parameters for this power amplifier. There's a select menu, left and right. So there are LED, the lights here. There's a warning if something goes wrong with the power. Okay, there is another alarm signal here, which is for, vertical standing wave ratio, which is if there is any back RF signal. You can see it's gonna lights here. We have also over temperature if the cooling mechanism doesn't work. So we are showing there's something wrong, and we're gonna get the lights on here over temperature. And then on air, everything goes up and running. The green light on air will show up, and the line in if you have the inputs and all that. For this one, there we go. We need to open this one first before we remove. Like if one power supply failed, then you need to shut down the transmitter, actually the power amplifier, and trying to find out what's wrong with the power supply in here. So I think this way it was challenging even to service this gadget. But I believe today's power amplifiers, at least they put plug and play power supplies, so it's easy to service these gadgets. Easy to reach a particular module for troubleshooting purpose, rather than putting everything in one box, actually one aluminum box. So you all need to open all these screws just to service one module, or to find out. Man, it's tedious job actually, but yeah, it is what it is. I know it is what it is. So this one is just a controller, and of course I remove this front panel, and the display is here. Remember this. So what we can salvage, maybe this screen. We can use this screen to another project, maybe Arduino's projects, and yeah, why not? I have to be very careful. As I said, I might find a snake in here, at least the smaller ones. But anyway, luckily there's nothing other than heat sink. See, heat dissipation. This thing gets so hot, and seriously it needs a huge heat sink, just like you see. Yeah, this is it. There's nothing more than a heat sink. As I said, these are power supplies, switch mode. And if you want to learn about power supplies, there is one video I did full elaboration and full instruction about these.
power supplies. They are the same switch mode, they just vary. But yeah, so this is a power section, and the other side is the RF section, as I show you already. RF section. There we go. Input 2 watts coming in here. This is power amplifier, splitted in 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. Then got amplified, 500 watts, combiners, boom boom output to the outside world.
Just to wind up, as I said, we have seen it inside, and now just to close it up, there are several models. As I said before, it's a UHF band, and you can see here there are models, different style, depending on how many watts do you want to broadcast. Let's say you have 500 watts output. It's different from 2 kilowatts output, depending on how geographical coverage you want to reach. That's where exactly the difference is. So if we have a bigger area to cover, that means bigger power output. Okay, and if we have a small city or village, that means we have a small power output. So this is it, and that was it. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Leonard Shai, all the way from Tanzania, and we just have fun with technology, guys. We just have fun. And let me know in the comment section, which or what device do you think, or system do you think you should play around with and see what exactly inside is. How is it made? What are the piece of semiconductors or gadgets that can be found inside? Otherwise, thank you for being around, and yeah, see you soon. Peace. Good.